that is pretty awesome. Hey everyone, it's Hugh Sweeney here and I'm back with a video about the FeiyuTech AK4500 gimbal for mirrorless and DSLR type cameras. So after unboxing it here and seeing this fine array of slick black componentry, I now realize that this thing could be pretty awesome. It could be pretty nice. So let's have a look at what we got here. I've unboxed the AK4500 and I have a whole array of parts in front of me, from the larger parts to all these small little screws and fixings and all that. So I'm looking forward to putting it together. Let's start off with this big guy, and I do believe that it's locked in position. You'll see here we've got lock switches. See these little lock switches, and that kind of keeps it all intact whilst you move it about. So I'm just going to put this on here first. Okay, that's locked up there nicely. And this will connect to our second control device here. Oh yeah, man, that gets a good lock. That's a nice, good, strong lock there. I like that. Alright folks, so I have the gimbal in front of me here set up. This is the AK4500 from FeiyuTech. So first up about the gimbal, right, when I took it out of the box there was a lot of parts and it was ever so slightly daunting, wondering how I was going to put it together. And I will say that even though there was a lot of parts and I was a little bit confused looking at it, it went together really well, swimmingly in fact. The quick release plate, even though I prefer least amount of points of contact possible between the camera and the device, the quick release plate is actually a treat and I'm sold on it. It actually works really well. What else do I like about the build quality? I like the little knobs that hold the different sliding arms. I like with the Ronin where I found the knobs were a little bit gritty. These are a little bit smoother. The tolerance is less, so there's less movement there, and I like that. That was one thing I really detested about the Ronin, so it's quite good that way. There's a few other things I quite like about the gimbal. It balanced really easily. It just balanced within about a minute and I was thrilled with that. I love the little screen, even though when I was looking at it first I says, right, this is pretty old school and the display on it is pretty old school, and I was kind of wondering if it was going to be any good, but it's actually very intuitive. There's a few little gimmicky things in there as well, like the you know, the 360 rotation, the whole you know, Inception thing. I'm not really into that much. I think you could use that for a cool edit, you know, where you do a spin edit into another shot and, you know, shoot to edit. I think these, just doing it like, you know, walking through trees and stuff, I think it's been done already. Let me get on to the controller and the handle. Now I know other gimbals have the same sort of ergonomics as this, but this guy just being able to, you know, screw on here, I think it goes together nicely. For me, this is great because when I shoot with cameras, I usually shoot low down, and when you can shoot low down like this, you can literally hold it so easily and you can rest the bottom of the gimbal against your leg and it's taking all the weight. Plus you can get sort of lower down. When I was using the Ronin, I had to do it like this, you know, and if I wanted to shoot like torch mode, I mean, look at the muscles on that arm. Look at that. No wonder I'm as strong as an ox from holding these gimbals. But yeah, when I was cycling on a bike, I found I'd have to go like that. So I was getting really low POV shots, probably too low. Whereas now you can just hold it like that effortlessly for ages, and I think it's great. You can put the bigger handle, say if you don't want to do the controls, if you're using a fixed focus lens, you can put that bigger super lightweight handle, carbon handle on there, and you've even more real estate there. So that works quite well, I like that. As I said, I don't want to go into too much detail, this is just first impressions. The focus wheel on this handle, it's okay, that's pretty good, but you can move it in very small increments and the movements mightn't be recognized that much. If I go to the focus, which I'll talk about now, slight increment changes on the focus. It's not as smooth as I'd like it to be. The actual control here on the gimbal itself is actually more accurate, I find. So that is something that I'd like to test in the field, because you can imagine when you're out shooting and you want to just, you want to hover it up over some flowers. You want it to be pretty accurate. But I gotta say, in regards to this focus motor, it's super light and it seems to be very strong, very easy to fit out there. It's got a little USB cable into the front. There's other little things as well. It'll do different focus settings, and you can set it to do little cool focus pulls as well over time. In terms of, I think, value for money for $700 or whatever it's selling for, I think it's pretty good value for our money. When you think about what we had years ago and what we had to spend on these things, this is just a no-brainer. So I'm going to test it out in the field and do a review. FeiyuTech, if that is the correct name, were kind enough to send this to me free of charge to see if I liked it. And even though I had a gimbal already, I said, sure, why not? And I'll do a video about it. So I'm going to bring it with me and do a little bit of shooting with it, and we'll see how it works out. But as of now, I'm kind of liking what I see, and I'm pleasantly surprised with the AK4500. Thank you for watching the video, folks. Please feel free to give me an old thumbs up there. It does help the algorithms with these YouTube videos. And also, if you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. Also, check me out on the socials. I'm on Instagram as Hugh_makes_films, and I'm on Facebook as well. Just find me on there. So that's all from me for the moment. Until next time, peace. See ya.